In 1940, 28% of the workforce was female. A few years after the war, in 1950, 32% of the workforce was female. 5 million women joined the workforce from 1945 to 1950. Virginia Hall, one of these women, was a part of the 32%. Lucky enough to get a job in the Central Intelligence Agency after World War II, this female American spy made great strides in the intelligence community and general U.S. workforce. U.S. intelligence agencies have greatly benefited from female spies' efforts since World War II. The CIA opened more jobs for women around the time of World War II. Harry Truman founded the CIA in 1947 after the OSS, SSU, and the CIG, the CIA's predecessors. These agencies' success is often credited to the many male agents, but not to the often forgotten female agents such as Virginia Hall. Virginia Hall was born in Baltimore in 1906. When World War II started, she volunteered to drive an ambulance in France. In 1940, France was flooded with Nazis, so she fled to Britain to stay safe, where she got in contact with the Special Operations Executive, a British spy agency. After minimal training with the SOE, Hall was sent back into Nazi-occupied France. She was considered the most dangerous spy by Nazi leaders, and there were wanted posters with sketches of her face and the words, "The enemy's most dangerous spy. We must find and destroy her." Virginia Hall was always seeking adventure and liked to be involved. She was always interested in intelligence but felt out of place at the CIA, especially because all she got was a plain desk job once she returned from the war. Even though this job was boring, she was lucky because over 75% of women who joined the workforce during World War II were fired. She retired in 1966 and never spoke publicly about her experience. Only now, decades after her significant impact, is she getting real acknowledgement. Women in the workforce have been normalized in modern American society, but it wasn't until very recently that was true for the intelligence community. Avril Haynes, the first woman to hold the position of National Director of Intelligence, was also the first woman to ever be nominated for the job. She was nominated by President-elect Joe Biden in 2020 and confirmed in 2021. Gina Haspel became the first ever female CIA director in 2018, and thankfully, the CIA has recently begun to put more effort into diversifying their staff, not only in terms of gender, but also in race. Female representation in general intelligence is also becoming more common, but recognition is not. Although U.S. intelligence organizations have become more inclusive of women, the majority of jobs are still held by men. As of 2019, 47% of the U.S. workforce was female. In contempt of the progress made for women, studies have shown that general progress in the workplace is being reversed on account of the COVID-19 pandemic. Sadly, intelligence is not the only field dominated by men. Only 7.8% of aerospace engineers are women, only 3.5% of firefighters are women, and only 8% of Fortune 500 companies are led by women. Software developers, financial analysts, architects, aircraft pilots, flight engineers, and many more jobs are predominantly male as well. Hopefully in the future, women in all fields of work will have equal representation, pay, and treatment.